I can't speak for you, but I can speak for myself. If I was a recruiter, I'd be licking my chops, knowing this is arguably one of the most gifted high school athletes out there right now, and he doesn't have any offers. Holy schmoly. White Randy type of run. Rankings, rankings, and more rankings. We're obsessed with them, and I'm not going to sit up here and tell you they don't matter because they do. But sometimes they can be very, and I mean very deceiving. I know what you're sitting there saying, yo, Matt, what do you mean they can be deceiving? That's a great question, my friend. I'd love to answer it. Rankings don't always paint the picture perfectly, whether that be with a team or a said player. There's many examples I could list off of players being overrated or teams being overrated, but I'll give you one from this most recent college football season. Alabama was ranked as the #1 team in the nation, and nobody thought it was debatable, especially coming off of that Georgia win. But in the following week, the #1 team in the nation in Alabama lost to an average at best Vanderbilt team. How about this, for example, when it comes to a player, and I'm sure many of you remember this name, Tate Martell. He was a 4-star quarterback recruit coming out of high school, and he couldn't even get playing time at the collegiate level. And I could go on and on and on. I think you get the point. I share all that with you to say this. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a prospect, a player in high school who isn't ranked and has 0 offers, and I firmly believe he is one of the best athletes in all of the nation. There's 2 questions we're going to try to get to the bottom of in today's video. Number 1, why doesn't he have an offer? And number 2, why is nobody talking about this young man? If you like football content or videos like this, consider subscribing to our channel. We'd love to have you here. But all right, Matt, blah, blah, shut the crap up. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. First things first, before we even get going, I need to clarify on some stuff. As to when I'm speaking, recording, and making this video, this young man currently does not have an offer. If you gotta ask me, I think that's gonna change soon, and if you're wondering why I believe that will, you're about to see in just a second when I show you some of his film and highlights. I've been talking to him directly, and I've had this video put in the back of my notes. I've just been waiting to make it until it's the off season, and here we are, the off season is officially here. Before I forget to mention this, when this young man reached out to me, there was such a humbleness about him that I loved. He's a great young man, wishing him the best of luck. And when he sent me his highlights, at first glance, I thought it was going to be like every other person because I have so many people send me their huddle links or highlights, whether that be on Twitter and Instagram. And more times than not going to hold you, they're not that good. Occasionally, I'll check some of the huddle links out, and every single time it's nothing special. But this right here, completely different story. I only watched a couple of plays, and this was about a month ago, and I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. Who is this guy? I'm going to show you his highlights, and also you're pretty much going to be getting my live reaction to him because outside of, like I said, 1 or 2 plays, haven't even seen him. Also, should have told you his name by this point in time. My apologies. The player we're going to be taking a look at is Aja Bradford from Texas. In high school football, you see players playing both ways, but not this combination. He plays running back and defensive back. He's roughly 6'1", 190 pounds, and yeah, he looks like a tank if you gotta ask me. That's him playing defense back right there. So first 2 highlights, takes a kick back like it was nothing, and then an interception in the end zone.
Yeah, you look at it and basically every play is some form of Hold on. I don't think some of y'all understand how difficult of a catch is. So he's running out to the flat, has to do a complete 180 turn to catch the ball. Then he just completely trucks through the one guy like it's nothing and hits a nice juke move, and yeah, you're not going to catch him after that. I think that was one of the first plays I saw about a month ago, and I was like, yeah, this guy's different. How does he not have any offers? I'm not going to sit up here and try to convince you I'm a top-tier talent evaluator, but I will tell you this much. I know when players have it, and this young man has it. Some people know what I'm talking about. If you don't know, I'll enlighten you. There's just some people, when you see them walk onto the basketball court, you see them play for a minute, 2 minutes, you know, oh yeah, that guy has the it factor. A great example of this is LaMelo Ball. You could see it at Chino Hills. He had the it factor. And yeah, you see where he's at now. Here's him at running back again, I assume. Okay, we got a nice little outside run. Cutting it back in. I don't want to, start screaming and stuff because that's not who I am. but he just got past 4 to 5 people like it was nothing. Let's continue along. Nice little inside handoff. And yeah, he's going to take that to the house. The size, the strength, but more importantly, we know this in 2025, the speed. It's out of this world. I don't know how he doesn't have offers. I'm probably going to say that 10,000 times in this video. Here he goes again. I just don't get it. How a young man can be this talented. Here's him at defensive back. I assume he's going to lay the boom. Yeah. Great form tackle. The kick and play. Got another kickoff return here. Of course, if it's in the highlight video, you got to assume he's going to take this back. Jukes past one guy, something light. Back in the White Randy days, we used to do it all the time. Oh, I thought he was finna break all that. All right. That was nice. That was nice. Holy schmoly. White Randy type of run. That spin move. Oh, the double spin move. Did he get in? I don't know. Look close. Oh, we got another kickoff. Yeah, you know he's taking his back. Are they going to pitch it back to him? Oh, no. He's on. No. What the crap? Just hurdled a dude. Okay, that was good coverage there. So he's on the kickoff team. Holy crap. Look like Reuben Foster right there. I'm going to continue to show you some of his highlights in the background, but while you're watching these, I do want to fill you in on some of his numbers and stats. So last season, he wound up having 9 touchdowns on offense. Remember, he plays both ways. He had 722 all-purpose yards, average over 7 yards per carry, had 15 yards per catch as an average. That's insane. And average 18 yards per kick return. On defense, he had 91 tackles, 45 solo, 1 interception, 2 sacks, 3 pass breakups, 2 forced fumbles, and 1 fumble recovery. Not bad for a guy playing both ways. You almost got to sit back and wonder how many rushing yards he would have had if he solely just played running back and got all the carries. And maybe that is somewhat hurting his case as to why these schools aren't going after him. I don't know. But here's what I do know. Mr. Aja Bradford, that is his name yet again, he can play, and he is most certainly D1 material. Here's the real question. I don't think anybody's going to argue whether or not this kid's D1 material. It's what position would he play at the next level? I know with a player of his size, you may want to utilize him more on the defensive side of the ball, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think he would flourish there, whether it be a linebacker or whatever position. But I firmly believe I would have him as a running back just because he has running back skills. It's not even like he's just a guy you hand the ball off to and he's just bigger than everyone like Derrick Henry and you just run over everybody. No. He's like a wide receiver in the open field. And that's why for the sake of this video, I don't know if he's going to take this the wrong way, but I like to label a guy like this as an athlete. And there's very few people who are this talented walking on this planet Earth, and it's why I'm making a video covering him. He can play anywhere. He's that talented. He's an all-around, what I like to label as a natural-born athlete. And oh yeah, by the way, he sent me this. He went to a football camp at TCU, and this is their official time. This isn't made up. It's not like a White Randy glory day story where I'm telling you I did this. No. He ran a 4.44 40-yard dash. I'm going to remind you, 6'1", 190. By the time he gets to college, he'll probably be 200, pure muscle. He pretty much runs a 4.4 40-yard dash. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are talking about SEC speed at this point. Probably should have thrown this in there early as well. He does attend Lutheran South Academy High School, which is located in Texas. I told you he played in the state of Texas, but I didn't tell you what school. I can't speak for you, but I can speak for myself. If I was a recruiter, I'd be licking my chops, knowing this is arguably one of the most gifted high school athletes out there right now, and he doesn't have any offers. And I would prefer it to stay that way because if I offered him and nobody else did, yeah, he'd be mine to keep. I don't know what's going to happen. I wish I could sit up here and tell you he's going to have 30 D1 offers come his way in the next couple of months. But here's what I do know for sure. Whoever gets Mr. Aja Bradford will not, and I mean will not regret it. We love looking at how great these players play on the field, but off the field, you'll never have to worry about them. This is one of the many sayings we have on this channel. Say it with me now. Your best ability in this life is availability. Where am I trying to go with this? Long story short, his head is screwed on correctly. I know what I'd be getting with a player like this. There's many other 4- and 5-star recruits out there that sure,
They're talented, they're gifted, but their head's not screwed on correctly, so they're going to be a bust, and that's reality. You ever seen Wolf of Wall Street with Jordan Belfort, the penny stocks? Well, this right here, this young man, he's a penny stock, and if I were you, I'd be putting the house on him. You're going to get a return on your investment, trust me. His stock value is only going to increase. There's many more things I could say. I'm curious. Let me know your thoughts on this down below, but